This was a catastrophic explosion accident with a force equivalent to 20 atomic bombs, causing $800 million in direct property losses. Due to worker negligence, an oil pipeline exploded, instantly consuming the building. The massive shockwave destroyed residential buildings 10 kilometers away. Firefighters rushed to the scene upon receiving the alert. At that moment, crude oil from all storage tanks was gushing out, making it impossible to extinguish the fire. But this wasn't the most terrifying part. Surrounding the fire site was a chemical tank area containing large quantities of compounds. If it exploded, the city's 8 million residents would be wiped out. Only shutting off the valves could prevent the disaster, but the valve locations were already covered by flames. At this critical moment, a firefighter named Jack stepped forward. He knew full well he wouldn't return alive, but for everyone's safety, he went forward without hesitation. An hour later, they still hadn't closed the valves. When Command Center informed them that each valve needed 8,000 turns, Jack froze, but responsibility compelled him to complete the mission. To buy Jack time, the rest of the team began cooling the oil tanks. Soon after, 2 of the 4 valves were finally closed. Jack and his partner were nearly completely exhausted. Even breathing became difficult. The fire had now surrounded them. With no choice, they followed the oil pipeline to the opposite side to close the remaining valves. But crude oil had already leaked into the sewers, triggering an even greater crisis. The entire facility was nearly destroyed, with flames closing in on the chemical tank area. Seeing the situation out of control, the firefighters immediately grabbed their hoses and charged into the inferno at all costs. Meanwhile, Jack finally shut off the 3rd valve, but his partner was severely dehydrated. To keep him alive, Jack cleared an escape route and tricked his partner out of the fire zone, while he remained inside. Jack endured the extreme heat and intense pain, finally closing all the valves. But the next second, a violent explosion struck him. With Jack's sacrifice, the fire was finally brought under control, but no one showed joy, only the grief of losing a teammate.